Almost 100,000 young men flee Ukraine in 2 months. Kiev's easing of travel restrictions for those aged 18-22 prompts an exodus, and complaints from Germans. Follow this channel, Eco Channel TV, for more updates on international news. Almost 100,000 fighting-age Ukrainian men have left the country in the past 2 months after Volodymyr Zelensky eased departure rules, new figures show. Poland's border guard said 99,000 Ukrainian men aged between 18 and 22 had crossed the frontier, the primary route out of the country, since regulations to ensure that Kiev had enough soldiers were relaxed at the end of August. In comparison, the entire British Army has around 70,000 personnel. When Russia invaded Ukraine in February 2022, martial law blocked Ukrainian men aged from 18 to 60, even if they were not eligible to be drafted into the armed forces, from leaving the country. After 3 years of fighting, Mr. Zelensky enacted a new rule allowing Ukrainian men to travel abroad before they reach 23. The move was part of a shift in conscription policy, which lowered the age at which men were obliged to fight from 27 to 25 because of mounting concerns over manpower shortages on the front lines. By granting young Ukrainians more freedoms to leave, it was hoped more would return and volunteer to fight at a later date. It was also hoped that it would stop families from sending their teenage children overseas before their 18th birthday, to avoid them being drafted in the future, which Mr. Zelensky warned in August was severing ties between Ukrainian youngsters and their country. American generals and politicians had complained that Mr. Zelensky's refusal to draft any men of fighting age was hurting Ukraine's hopes of resisting Russia's invasion or pressing home advantages. On the battlefield, for much of this year, Russia has seen 1,000 men killed or injured every day. It is believed that between 60,000 and 100,000 Ukrainian troops have been killed since the start of the war, according to the Washington-based Center for Strategic and International Studies. This fear has been echoed among European officials, who are concerned that Kiev has not done enough to plug manpower shortages. But while Ukraine's president had hoped his tweaks would increase the number of volunteers seeking to join the military, the policy shift has encouraged more young citizens to travel to Europe at a time when tensions are high over migration. Some 45,300 Ukrainian men aged between 18 and 22 entered Poland from January to just before the rule change at the end of August, according to Poland's border guards. In the next 2 months, that number more than doubled to 9,500 or 1,600 a day. Ukraine, the latest Russian troops forced to swim after Ukraine blows up dam. In Germany, where Friedrich Merz, the chancellor, is attempting to crack down on lax migration rules, the number of Ukrainian men aged 18 to 22 arriving